Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, tonight's question is Nina and Ava's friendship done on General Hospital? You know, I still don't know. I still don't know Ava's end game, okay? Because if it was solely about controlling Sonny, she would have sat there and be like, yeah, you can sit there and let Michael go. They betrayed you, this, that, and the third. Instead, she reassures him that everything that wound up happening, hey, listen, they just did it out of love. Is their friendship done? That's a nice question. Um, we're gonna be snipped to talk about all the shows: General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, and Young and Restless. As you are coming in, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does help. Roll call, get this started. Dolomedics is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Make sure. Javier Games in the chat. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Hope all is well with y'all. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Black Miles in the chat. How you doing tonight? Queen of the South is in the chat. How's the Queen doing tonight? Lashanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Deluxe is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Deluxe Enterprise is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Let's sit there and get some music. Autumn's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Autumn says, "Well, of course, Queen. I gotta ask how you're doing." And Jerry said, "No, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I just want to take a rest night. And plus, I had to wake up super early today, so it just would have made more sense for me to do the live stream tonight as opposed to doing it yesterday. You know, and that's the thing, Jerry Kim. I don't try to do things half-assed. So if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna put everything into it. And I just knew yesterday I couldn't really do that, so I was like, I'll come on tonight, come on strong, and have a good time. Autumn says, Albert, I laughed my ass off when Carly came to the Metro Court to tell Olivia she got her half back when Sonny walked and said they were traitors. Nina slowly realized she got played. Yes, exactly. I wasn't too sure what to name the title of the stream tonight. I was going to name it like that, but yes, I was like, you know what? Let's just do it tonight because I knew if I would have did it yesterday, I would have stayed to 9:30, and of course that just wouldn't have happened. So I was like, no, let's come on tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna do that in the future. Also, um, oh, Lashonda Nina realized she got played by Ava on General Hospital. Jerry Scrum says, "I'm glad you're well. Just be listening." Okay, that's cool. I appreciate you listening, Jerry Scrum. Exactly what I said. Nina got played by a woman with bangs. Yep. Danny R is in the chat. How you doing tonight? I haven't had this at night in a very long time, but I really wanted to get this. Um, I really did. I really wanted to get it tonight. Um, that sounds kind of dirty. But no, seriously, I really want to get that drink tonight. This way. But yeah, she got played. She got played, and there's a lot to sit there and talk about. There's stuff happened yesterday. Summer on the Young and Restless is just being an insufferable POS. Um, Ronnie Ron is in the chat. Deluxe says, and it's really starting to bug me. Why is that? You're the second person that said that. You and what you call it said that. Jackie is in the chat. Jackie P is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Autumn says, how did Danny get into Jason's room? I guess he must have climbed something. Darby's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Jonathan's in the chat. How you doing tonight? It makes sense, Autumn. He probably went up the fire escape. Lashanta says, why Sonny cared if Carly gets her hotel back? Because he's off his meds. That's why. Lashanta, he's off his meds. What's good, Darby? What's good, Jonathan? And Dolomitic says, Jackie B says, and it's getting my last name. Okay, so now you're another person. Okay, so Jackie P, um, Lashanta, and I'm, no, Jackie P, Deluxe, and I think Lashanta also said the same thing. So all three are in agreement. Dolomitic says, I'm happy for Carly, even though I'm still part of Nina Nation. Carly seems less graining around Jason. She comes across a little more vulnerable. Okay? At the bank is in the chat. What's good, my guy? Ron says, Ari, I was pissed. I was effing pissed. Chad should not have talked about Thomas being in Crook Constantine roof. Now he got the pawn back. It's good to see you again, Ed. Johnson says, unfortunately, Jason, unfortunately, is going to get an earful from Samantha Karen, and I'm not looking forward to it. Nobody, Samantha Karen, I like that. I like that, Jonathan. Lashanta, yes. Yes, Carly accepted it. See, the thing is, with Carly, you gotta sit there and speak Carly language, and once you do that, she'll understand it. Dominic says, how are y'all feeling about this year's Emmy noms? I heard it's supposed to be tonight and tomorrow, right? Ed says, hey, I'm glad Jada wanted to take a different direction with Everett. As for rape, I get him defending Jada, but Everett can't remember and there's no proof that he's lying. Exactly. That's what I said. And I was like, yo, listen, there's always three sides to a story. And he came across as an ass. Let's just be honest. Dude came across as an ass. I was like, bro, you don't even know his side of the story. You don't know the full story. That's what annoying me. It's like you don't even know the full story. Okay. Also, by the way, there is 31 people in the chat. There is one of me. So if I miss your comment, do not get upset. Do not take it personal. Um, just write the comment again, and I'll try to get to your comments. But I do try to get to every person's comment. Danny says, doing good, Albert. Just want to tell you, put two new videos. Yes, I saw it, Danny. I didn't get a chance to watch, but I saw it, though. Max says it was last night and this morning. The nominee is already out. Okay. Ron, I think he was actually correct. I think Ron Everett was correct. I think Rafe didn't know the full story, and he shouldn't have came at Everett that way. That's what I think. Deluxe says Anna's going out her way to go after Sunny, and she's going about it in the wrong way, trying to use Sunny's niece. Yeah, I said the same thing. I was like, it's a conflict of interest. It's literally an effing conflict of interest. No, but I want you to do it. I don't want Robert to do it. Robert is further away than she is. Her reasons for wanting Molly to do it was completely and utterly stupid. Hmm. Melinda says Sonny, calling Carly, Nina, and Jason are Judas. Mm-hmm. As says, I hope Dex set Jocelyn straight for going to Anna to stop him from being a cop. Dex knows what he's doing. It's his choice. See, I get that, but I also, the thing is, I also understand where Jocelyn's coming from. No, I know what you meant, Jackie. No, but at the same time, I get where Jocelyn's coming from. Sonny put a hit out on the FBI agent. He has no problems that they're going after Dex. Ron says, "Oh, but what did you think about Everett having Stephanie?" I thought it was pretty stupid. I really did. I'm like, okay, so he signed the papers. What does that mean? This dude is still sketchy as hell. And I saw the promos too, and he looks even more sketchy. I was like, dude, just sign the papers. So he signed it, and she's there. I was like, okay, good. But on another level, I'm like, now that he signed those papers, Jada really needs to shut her mouth. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Jonathan, I did. I did. Um, I was just not there saying Everett is actually mad sketchy. What's good, Freddie? Freddie? But to be fair, yes, uh, yeah, I guess that does make sense a lot because even Jason knew. And that's another thing. I'm just like, yes, I am too. Ed. I love my girl Kristen. Um, what I was gonna sit there and say, and yeah, so I saw the previews, and I'm like, Eric, how much of the household utilities was you paying? Because you getting all up in Sloan's face talking about, oh well, you're well, yeah, of course, Danny. I mean, I'm not too happy with him either, but um, I get that he's off his med, so he's not. But I get it though. Yeah, that's true, Freddie. That's true. I generally enjoyed it, and it made my review a lot easier. Maybe that's what I'm thinking too. Lashonda says Albert don't call Eric a bum. Oh, that's true. I can't call him a bum because he actually has a job now. But I'm still just like, bro, how you sitting there coming at Sloan so hard body? You're coming at Sloan so hard body, but you're not contributing damn near anything to this house. You knew exactly that babies cost money. Oh well, I can't really contribute a lot because my photography business isn't up and running fully. That's your problem, bro. You're supposed to be the man of the house. Man the F up. Like, that serious. Eric needs to man the F up. He is way too old, has way too much gray hair in his head to be snuck there getting all upset with Sloan, like, oh well, finances isn't great. Okay, well then go out there and do what you gotta do to raise that money. You know, it's so weird though, Autumn, because I feel like, yes, you are correct. But I also feel like I understand where Josh is coming from too, and I rarely will sit there and agree and somewhat defend Jocelyn because she doesn't want to see the dude dead. Okay, just just remember, Sonny had John beat up, and that dude is literally an FBI agent. So that means if he has no problem going after the FBI agent, he has no problem going after a rookie like Dax. And she does not want to sit there and see him hurt or killed. I know when Jess gets in this chat, she's probably going to sit there and laugh at me because I'm actually defending Joss, but I get it. As says, I see the writing on days are going to have Nicole looking for a job at the Spectator, and I don't like because it will cause Eric to consider leaving that job because of his wife. Hmm. Danny says, I just found out this weird rumor, but I don't know if it's really true. They're saying that there's a possibility that Keisha Ward could also be with Jason. But that'd be interesting. I mean, I don't really think he needs another girlfriend, but he needs to sit there and focus on his kids, but whatever. Johnson said, was it proven that the guy who beat up Jack was Sonny's guy? Yeah, Jonathan, it was because Brick wasn't there. Brick was like, yeah, I sent the guys to go after John. And that was by Sonny's orders. Rick wouldn't just do it just because. So he talked to Sonny, and Sonny actually did put the hit out on him, not to kill him, but just to beat him up a little bit. And that's enough. Thank you, Autumn. Ava is playing with fire. That Ava can't be trusted. Sonny might blow a cap on her. Exactly. You know that exactly, Autumn, because you know that this guy's not exactly on his meds. Like, and yeah, that was stupid, Freddie. I mean, I laughed my ass off. My girl Alyssa Jackson is in the chat. Was good. I was thinking about you today. I gotta sit there and DM you. I know it's kind of a weird thing to sit there and say, "Oh, well, then this is gonna be an interesting night." Then it's gonna be an interesting night. Then okay, I'll try to stay on your good side though. Kyrie's the one and only. Was good. So good to sit there and see you again. Even though I talked to you earlier. Oh, you fell asleep. Wow. Okay. Damn. Okay, Danny. I don't think I've ever actually fell asleep, but I get it though. But here's the thing with Shanta. She didn't actually mess with Sunny's pills. She just knows that his pills is off. But in some ways, I do kind of get it though. Also, unless I look forward to your live stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. You and the ladies. Ed says Ava better tell Sunny the truth because if she don't, it won't end well because she's messed with Morgan's medication. She could get blamed for this. That's true. Don't go down for Carly. Let her handle her edge. I didn't even understand why he actually had to go down there in the first place. Okay. It's like Ava. It's like Carly. You could have handled that yourself. You just had to treat him like a human being. He came down there in under 5 minutes, and she was like, "Oh, I'm playing bad cop, and you're playing good cop." I'm like, "No, that scene really did not do too much of anything, to be honest." Lashanta says anything to do with Maz, she shouldn't want anything to do with it, but she didn't touch it though. But I get it. She's not saying anything, and it's not a good look. Thank you, Freddie. Yes, exactly what I was going to say. This is so good, so good. Esther says on Monday in the end, Jason should tell Sam, I'll do my best to keep my distance from Danny, but I'm not going to turn him away when he reaches out. I can't give you that. Yeah. Jonathan, like I said, Sam the cat. Oh, and we got another one. We got a new person here, Jane. I really want to see the cat fight between Nina and Ava. Let's everyone welcome Jane into the chat. And well, are you doing a live stream tonight, right, Curry? Because I want to know what your thoughts are about Ava betraying Nina, since you are part of Nina Nation. Is that she does, Ashanta. She does. I will sit there and say that. Yes, let's welcome Jane into the chat. By the way, I'm keeping the secret to the end, but I think if you watch my review, you know what I said. But I'll say it tonight anyway. So tomorrow, if everything goes well, 7:30 p.m. Eastern is going to be me, Kyrie's DC Soap Sanctuary, and Broad TV. We're going to be doing a live stream, all four of us. It's going to be great. So definitely come through tomorrow. Also, if you're not a member, hit the join button. Well, hit the um pin comment and become a member because that's also fun as well. Anthony, the number one YouTuber. I have an interview with a YouTuber on my nice. Okay. I did message you on one of your videos. I don't know if you got back to me. Nina deserves her just dessert. Oh, Lashonda, come on now. You know Nina is just misunderstood. I mean, Danny, I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with her getting back to Metro Court. Yes, members only. Curry says Nina lost my sympathy when she still withdrew. Sonny ain't all that anyway. Nina deserves better, so let Ava have him. Okay, summed it up pretty well. Jackie says Nina looks so miserable today. I almost felt sorry for her. Almost, almost. Ron says Albert, if Maggie does marry that piece of trash constantly, she needs to be in a cell that's illegal trying to get. Deluxe says, I'm still trying to figure out how Jason forgave Sam after watching. Yes. Yeah, Deluxe. That's something that's always yes, I agree with that. Gary says, yeah, I mean streaming for my members only. Yeah, Lashanta, it's just that they're good looking snakes, so we can give them a certain level of passes. As says, do you think Paulina radiation is going to play a part in how Doug gets written off, or do you think the writers would decide something else? I think if Doug dies because of Paulina, that's going to be a hard pill to swallow. That's going to be a hard pill to swallow, Ed. And I don't know if the audience is going to be so forgiving of that because Doug has been such a loving character. So I think if they put that on Paulina, oof, I don't know. Lisa D is in the chat. Was good. Alyssa, I was sit there and say this much. I think the relationship will last as long as Rafe isn't boring and Jada focuses on her relationship and put Everett in the rearview mirror. Well, you know how Lady J is. She comes in. She makes her own interest. She comes in when she wants. Time waits for her. You know how it is. Jackie says, I think Drew enjoyed Nina's mistake. He had a smirk when he walked out. Mm. Yes, what's good, Lisa? It's good to see you. Lashanta said, just because you're pretty on the outside, but you're ugly on the inside. But you're pretty on the outside. So I mean I get it's like you're ugly on the inside, but you're pretty on the outside. So still kind of a win in my book. I'm just saying. I know it sounds horrible, but it's true though. Johnson says Pauline is going to talk to EG next week about his job performance. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. He ain't happy, but she picked him. So Lisa says, "What if Paulina radiation affects Johnny and Chanel having kids? Oh, then she ain't gonna forgive herself." But that's the thing, Lisa. Something is gonna happen from that though. Brady says when Nina saw Sunny at the Metro course, she turned that smile into a frown. When her best friend Ava played her well, that's what Nina gets for snatching a baby out of Ava's stomach. Oh, that's true. And Lashanta says, stop being superficial. I love it. Queen Becky D, happy Friday. I almost would pin this comment except for I want to keep um ugh, the pin comment for the members, so you can people can join the membership. I love that comment though. Stop being superficial. Darby says somebody should talk about Pauline and Abe's job performance too. That's true. Listen, I will be there to see. Yes, yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a good time, so I'm definitely going to be looking for you, Alyssa. He is. He is. He's the OG. He got me started on these on doing my reviews. So Danny says I'm planning to make another video tomorrow. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. I'm still thinking. I'm also wondering if I should have wine tomorrow. I haven't had wine in so long. Ron says, Albert, let's all petition Brad Bell that he writes Sheila having twins. Ronnie Ron, my jester. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Yes, it's good to see you, Becky D. It's always good to see you, Freddie. Um, yeah, Ava betrayed Nina. Now, what her end game is, yo, when he grabbed her hand and they walked out holding hands, I was like, what are you what are you doing? Why y'all holding a hand for? Why y'all walking out together like y'all a couple or something? That's true, Ron. But I mean, she deserves some of that hee haw also. As said, I'm glad Carly going back to the Metro Court, but I hope we start to see her at Bobby's too. Yeah, I wonder how she's actually going to do that. Now, Jane is another one. Jane says, Albert, how are you doing today or this afternoon or this evening? Still don't know what that and the other is. You're brung it at so many times, so it's so hard to keep my head on straight. Why are you doing tonight, Jane? Yeah, for me, it's night. But I hope you're having a good evening also, Jane. Jane Al. Becky says, thank you. I'm happy to make. Yeah, no, it's always good to see you, Becky. It's always good to see you. I know sometimes you're kind of busy and stuff, so whenever I get to see you, good to catch up. Darby says Darby says Ava betrayed Nina. Well, clutch my pearls. I'm shocked. Lux says Ava and Sunny look like a dysfunctional couple. Yes, that's yeah. Maybe they can make it work. That'd be interesting if they actually do make it work. Harry says based off the promo, it looks like a shocker next week. I may actually be looking forward to Brooke Logan scene. Oh, and I'm not even drunk. So that's I actually read that sober. Freddie says Albert, Ava, and Sunny holding hands going out to lunch to the Metro Court like they're married. Yes, exactly, Freddie. That's what I was like, WTF. Danny says, Albert, I've been on a winning streak lately. I've been on your lives. I've been on your lives. Well, I mean, Danny, thank you for coming to with a stream. I appreciate it. It's always nice to see you. So thank you for coming through. I said, did Anna forget that Molly's Sunny's niece? I don't like how she's forcing. Yeah, it's so stupid. It literally makes no sense. Yes, thank you, Jonathan. I'm like, yes, I agree with that. Victor looking down at Maggie because Maggie's like, yo, listen, if my family don't like it, then F it. I'm like, when he takes you for all your money, I'm not gonna sit there and have any sympathy for her. I'm already not having any sympathy for Summer. Summer Newman is another person that's just been pissing me off. Um, my goodness, is that girl just annoying? Curry says she better not rip into Poppy. You know she gonna rip into Poppy. But I think the other question is, how is she gonna handle Zende? How is she gonna handle Zende? How is Ridge and Brooke gonna handle Zende? Yes, I agree. I agree with you 100%, Jonathan. Deluxe says poor Charles versus Sunny. See, that's my whole other thing on it. Anna was like, Sunny is the lesser of two evils, right? The people that come in is usually worse than Sunny. I'm like, okay, so what happens when you have to sit there and have an enemy that's going to come for your family and you need Sunny's help? You need Sunny's help. Because that's the thing about poor Charles. Poor Charles is like, F you, Sunny, F you this, F you that. But then when people need Sunny, then they want to sit there and be all humble and grateful. Curry says that's not really a shocker. They will definitely be Team RJ and turn against Zendy. I'm very sure of that. Yep. Oh yeah, no, Lashata, no. Her thing is done. She what Lashata, to be fair, isn't Brooke like rich or something? Does that girl even really need to work? Ron says, Albert, do you blame Chad for talking about Thomas was in Constantine's roof? I was pissed, and what makes him think that he has a right to anything to do you blame Chad? No, I mean I don't blame Chad. I don't blame Chad. Constantine is a scumbag. But Maggie's an idiot. So I mean, and John's also an idiot. The problem is, Kyrie, Brooke is going to sit there and say that Zende took advantage of Luna, and that's going to be out of pocket because yeah, he has been out of pocket with the whole harassing her and pressuring her. But I don't know. That's right, Lashanta. That's exactly what Jonathan was Smith is saying. Johnson says, "What if the tarot card also affects Everett?" That'd be cool. I don't think that's going to happen, but that'd be cool, though. Jonathan, I think you should be writing for Days of Our Lives because you seem like you have much more better theories than what they actually give us. And it says, never talk about Constantine. Freddie says, I'm really not liking the writing so far. Some of these stories lines on GH, like everyone suddenly turned a new leaf on who Sonny is just because he beat Cyrus. Like, what the F? Exactly. And my whole other thing, I'm like, Anna. Oh, yeah, Jane, no. Xander, his thing. Xander was jealous of the fact that he felt like he was not getting the recognition for what he deserved. He went after Luna specifically because he felt like RJ took his position on assignments that he should have got. So he definitely targeted Luna because of RJ. So when he sat there and said, "Well, I didn't do it out of jealousy," I was like, "Yes, you did. You literally target that girl because of that." Ron says, "I was hoping that Thomas threw the card in the effing fire." Ron is coming in with the passion. I love it. Lashanta says Zende pursued Luna because he was salty. Yep, exactly. Belinda says the storylines are really sharing to G's. They are. Like Sam being so much of a Karen at this point is just yes. Now Ava out of nowhere is starting to have some sort of feelings for Sunny. Like, what the? So yes, Melinda is correct. Jonathan said that everyone in Port Charles forget that Cyrus had a bomb planted in the floating rib that put Luna in a coma. Exactly, Jonathan. Like Jocelyn, oh, he's just a poor old man, and Dex, he was gonna go after him, and I'm like, that poor old man almost literally. Yeah, Melinda. Hopefully, Carly does it. Hopefully, Carly smacks some, smack the fire out of her. Oh, okay, so Danny is not a fan of RJ's ending. Okay. Damon says if Sonny arrested, it's going to add a new stress with Christina. I agree. The writing is even worse. I mean, it's interesting, but it's also out of pocket. Yes, that's the thing, Damon. I've been saying this for a hot minute. A lot of this stuff is out of pocket. A lot of it. Harry says RJ is a good man. You know who else is a good man? Victor Newman. Victor Newman is a good man too. LaShanta says I hope Carly wise to Kate. Probably not, but you can always hope. Lux says watch Cyrus Maltars come back if Sonny gets arrested. We'll see. And Johnson says, and you would think Laura would be more hostile to Cyrus for that. Exactly. Harry says Victor Newman is a good man. He's a family man. He cares about his family. He cares about his baby Nikki. Well, now Victor Newman is a good man. He's a family man. Don't be mean, Kyrie. Freddie says, obviously, like the writers forgot most of these characters' histories for Sonny. I mean, yes, he did a lot of effed up ish, but he was still there for them. Just name a few, like Anna, Laura, and Jocelyn. Yes, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. Nate, exactly. I agree with that, Kyrie. It's Nate the Great. Happy Friday, Tracy Steves. I don't know what they're doing with Cyrus at this point, Lashanta. I'm actually thinking exactly, Lashanta. My baby, he's worried about his baby Nikki. He's a good man, Lashanta. He's a really good man. He's a family man. He was out of pocket today though. Um Lashanta, I know you mean Nate the Great, but okay. Tracy Abbott is a good woman. Yeah, and Tracy Quarterman is also a good woman, right? Right, Kyrie's? Johnson says someone should tell Johnson your cousin is in a coma because of that poor old man. Tracy says I don't even think Nina's and Ava's friendship neither ain't Ava's friendship was even a true one. Never really made a lot of sense to me if we're gonna be honest. Um the shot that said Nate the Snake. I mean, he's just he took a bad turn. Bad turn. As the look between Nina and Ava said it all. I can't wait for Nina to go off. Yes, Monday they left it on a good cliffhanger. I'll say that much. And Steffi, the queen of LA, is telling Deacon to shut his effing mouth. Stop talking about Sheila. I don't want to hear it. Keep your thoughts to yourself because I'm the damn queen up in here. Jane R says and what? I just see Anne. Kurt says Nate has turned his life around. This ain't trolling whatsoever. He's on the right path now. James says John Constantine is actually from my comic books, sweetie. I know my comics look at like saying that Port Charles and General Hospital are two different comic books. What is DC and what is Marvel? Yeah, okay. As said, don't Sam have a trafficker in Danny's phone? Oh, don't Sam have a tracker in Danny's phone so Danny playing with fire where Sam checks his location? Yeah, but you know his thing as she's still gonna act like a Karen and be all up in Jason's face. What's happened? So we got. I mean, here's the thing. I don't really know much about Sugar, so it's nice to sit there and get a little background on her. I'm probably gonna have to read up more on her, but like, so Sugar was Sheila's warden, and she fell for her sob story, and they went to South America. You know, Ed, I wish so too. I'm so sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired of Sam just yelling and berating him, and Jason just being like not saying anything. Jane says, I think Ava and Nina always got together to gossip about their, yeah. Unlimited says, is Anna okay? Nope. Johnson says, I don't know what's weirder in that day's preview, the fact that everyone was seemingly happy to see Jada or that Jada wasn't angry at him. I think it was the first part, for me anyway. Ron says, Albert, when are you going to attend the fan event to bodyguard your woman, Cynthia Watros, from being cursed at? Whenever they have the next one. And Alyssa is just tipsy. I miss being tipsy. I don't miss being well pissed drunk, but I miss being tipsy. That's what I'm thinking about wine tomorrow. Not sure at all. Ona said there's no reason for Molly to prosecute the case against her uncle Sonny. Exactly. It literally does not make any sense. That's why that's yeah, that's I'm like that's why you asked the question is Anna okay. Also, by the way, let's sit there and check those likes. Let's see where we are with those likes. Oh, French vanilla. French vanilla latte, Tracy. I just had to get one. I just had to get one. Okay, so we got 20 likes and we got 38 people in the chat. So if you are enjoying the stream, make sure you do hit the like button. Also, if you're not a member, also, if you're not a member, make sure you join. A lot of fun. We go into some really good conversations and we have a really good group. Melinda says Molly don't want to be on her sister's bad side. I think it's just more of a conflict of interest also. And yep, thank you, Unlimited. Thank you. Yes, make sure you do hit that like button because it really does actually help. We got some new people in there today. You know, Freddie, you know I gotta sit there and start acting weird every now and then, just to kind of remind people just how weird I am. You know, just in case people forgot. That's all, Freddie. Gotta keep it weird. So yeah, Ron's theory is that Sugar and Mike has Sheila hidden away somewhere and is being held against the will. You know, that's really funny, Ron. I think somebody else might have said the same thing too. Jane says Ava and Nina both are besties because they hate Carly. That's a good reason. Johnson says now Ava knows that Sonny's meds have been tampered with, but will she tell anyone? Nope. I think we already know that. And Joshua is back. Nice. All right, let me find your channel. Exactly, Jonathan. Just a little weird. Not too weird enough to freak people out, but just weird enough. It's weird enough. Okay. I just subscribed to your channel. I just subscribed to your channel, Jonathan. Joshua. It's good to see you again. Ron says, so when are you going to the fan event? Why go to protect your woman, Cynthia Watchers? They would slap you also. Ooh, they gonna slap me around and call me Susie? Is that what you're saying, Ron? They're gonna slap me around and call me Susie? Oh, of course, Joshua. I look forward to when you start putting some videos out. You still uploading on Daily Motion? Unlimited says Sonny is her uncle. Sonny did more for her than Rick. As Molly got older, it seemed like they weren't as close. Deluxe says, wouldn't it be funny if Molly had to prosecute Sonny and Alexis to defending him? Ooh, at her first case after getting that would be what's up. Okay, so you still are uploading on there. Okay, that's what's up. Lashanta says Molly should be that's exactly what Anna said. Anna was like, that's exactly what she said. And it was like, well, you still should do it. I still want you to do it. We don't get to sit there and pick and choose our cases. Yes, we do. That's why it's called conflict of interest. And Molly was like, there's four DAs. You can pick any one of the three, just not me. Well, when the time comes, I'm going to ask you and I want you to do it. You're not making any sense. And Curious.com is for you. Because he's Ron. Yeah, it is. It is unlimited, and it's also stupid. Alyssa says Anna got on my nerves. On my nerves. Yeah, she's she's on one. She is on one, Alyssa. Linda says that Robert should do it then. It would make sense. No, even Molly said the same thing. Melinda. Freddie says Ava and Nina should be frenemies. Yeah, guys, I missed that other chick that was messing around with Victor. What's that chick's name? Eileen or something like that. I gotta find that actress. Listen, I think the tipsiness is wearing off. Yeah, you don't want to get into a hangover. Trust me, those ain't fun. Yeah, they were. Alyssa, they were. YNR, even though Alyssa YNR Summer is just pissing me off. Though. Alameda says it was worse than that when she was like life isn't life. Life isn't life that she started talking about the letter of the law. Yeah, I was like, boy, you are on one. You need to stop. Alameda says Victor Newman or Victor Cassadine. Victor Cassadine. Oof. Wow. Okay, listen. See, here's the thing. Listen, I feel like you can drink me under the table. I do. I feel like you can actually drink me under the table. That's why when Jess was like, "Oh, well, I'm a girl, and girls can't really drink that much," I was like, "No, I know that there's women that can drink me under the table." And Alyssa, you seem like one of those women that can drink me under the table. Yes, unlimited that chick. Yes, yes, unlimited that woman. Yes, thank you, Unlimited. Johnson says, I bet if Sonny does end up in prison, Cyrus the Pike will unleash a big attack on Boy Charles. Exactly, Jonathan. That's what I'm sitting there saying. I'm like, yo, they all want to sit there and act like, Sonny ain't ish until they need Sonny. Yes, I think her name was like Eileen something. I'm gonna have to look her up on Wikipedia. That chick was kind of bad. Thank you, Unlimited. Yes, Eileen. Thank you. Have a good night, Kyrie's. I will see you in your live stream. Alyssa, I get that Summer is skeptic about Claire, but she keeps assuming and it's making me tired. On top of that, Alyssa, the way that she snipped there coming at Kyle snipped there saying, "Oh, well, this is your fault. This is all your fault." I'm like, you ain't helping. Yes, see, I like you, Unlimited. I like you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look her up tonight. Yeah, she would. She would, Lashanta. She is daddy's girl. Ron says, so Albert, now that Everett signed the papers, and if there is a twin doppelganger, then that's forgery. And that would be forgery. You are correct. Yeah, I don't know what, yeah, exactly. I mean, I was like, I don't know what made me thought about her, but yeah, I'm gonna look her up. I'm like, hmm. Now, Alyssa Claire's somewhat to blame because she went to the Abyss in the first place, but that didn't mean she had something to do with Jordan's plan. Exactly. And I get it. She knew that, and that's the thing, Alyssa. She knew that Jordan was out there hunting for her, and that was naive for her to go out there by herself. So I get that too. But I'm like, you doing too much. I'm like, you're not helping the situation. Yep. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Just, thank you. Like, just screenshot already. Jesus Christ. It took forever. Thank you, Unlimited. It's like my phone was just purposely acting really stupid and slow. Yes, no, I just screenshotted it. Thank you, Limited. It's the actress name, yes. That's a really good question, Freddie. What the hell is Rick at? Kyle's gonna hook up with Claire after all this is over. You think so? Thank you, Limited. Yeah, I just found that. Johnson says, what if the guy we saw in the previews was a look-alike or Everett's going by a name of Bobby? Maybe. I'm still thinking with the DID. Yeah, I do. Alyssa, I'm sorry to sit there and say this, but I do miss my girl Esme. And trust me, Alyssa, I already know how you feel about her. Lisa said, did you see the daytime Emmy nominees? I don't see Anya Zucker Nicole for lead actress. Yeah, and she's also fired too. So Alyssa says Kyle is going to know Claire isn't behind the kidnapping and Summer will still give Claire a hard time. Yeah. Yep, like I said, Alyssa, trust me, I already knew your energy. Lashanta says Chance cannot solve anything. Well, he's one guy. But a vengeful relative of his maiden of his made himself look like Everett and Mary. Johnson says, what if it's true that Bobby was Everett's birth name, but a bench related relative of his made himself look like Everett and married Jada using Everett's birth name? Yeah, that'd be cool. Unlimited says, yeah, they're shipping Kyle and Claire. I can just feel like that's too close the way Summer and Kyle were when we thought Jack was Summer's dad. No, it's my damn. But I really don't feel like I'm gonna go get another soda tonight. But then I'm probably gonna have to. Um, plus I think Everett had the idea because he did give a smirk when you signed the papers as Bobby. I didn't see that, but yeah. Lisa says, I wonder when Amanda's coming back for that lawsuit against Daniel. Hmm. I mean, yeah. Well, they wasn't really snip using that actress that much, so. And it says, I see that Eric's going to confront Sloan again about their finances going to be funny because she's paying the bills, but it dies leads to him finding out about her payments to Leo. I'm like, bro, you're the man in the house. You don't got no excuse to be snipped getting that angry. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't see it. I'm glad too, Alyssa. And I'm not gonna lie. Here's my whole thing. You know how I've been feeling about Jada lately. She's just been acting like a Karen and out of control to some extent, but she did look good today, though. I hope so, Lisa, because I know that they'll use the actress a lot better on the gates, hopefully, than they do on Y&R. Johnson says as Everett gets a flashback of seeing his face, but it turns into another face. Luna said they should bring back Heather now that I'm looking at her photo, make her a new character. She was a decent enough actress, not that her character was challenging. No, Element, I didn't even know about it, so no, I didn't even talk about it. I mean, I get it. I get it, Alyssa. I just, you know how my patience is. You know how my patience is. See, I let her get away with it today a little bit because she did look good. Yeah, I still do think that he got DID. Jonathan, I do. Alyssa, leave Jada alone. LOL, she didn't do anything wrong. Well, Alyssa, you know how I am. Nobody is spared the rod, but I'm not, here's the thing, Alyssa. I'm going a lot lighter on Jada now because I see how Ever is acting than I did before. You gotta give me some credit. Freddie says, Albert, don't get me wrong, I like Jason's character, but his return just to project Carly and give her Metrocore, he's been doing a lot of babysitting Carly instead of being around his damn kids. I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, you know how it is, Alyssa. I do try to sit there and be somewhat fair. I do. I mean, I don't think I can be totally fair, but I do try my best. Big Nate was good. No, Jonathan. I'm still gonna go with the ID. Nate, they were all good. Lisa said, "Did you see how Kayla acted towards Ava in the previews? Like she wanted him." Yeah, Kayla's been, oof, has been another one that's been kind of on something. Yeah, Alyssa, I'm like, pink don't work for everyone, Alyssa, but she was rocking it. Alema says, I hate how when they write a character into the corner, they use DID. Like Ashley and Everett. Duane says, and Jordan is Carmen San Diego. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, because she's just that cartoonish. For real, she's just that cartoonish. And Jordan. I remember somebody said they didn't like the actress, and I was like, what did the actress do? What did the actress do? And Alyssa, I hope you're not too drunk. Well, too tipsy, because I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna DM you tonight. Lisa says, "Yeah, the actress played Joan from Y&R." Alyssa, somebody was like, they didn't like the actress. I was like, what is this about the? Okay, all right, cool. I'm gonna DM you tonight. Um, Listen, you can hold your alcohol better than me. So I give you props, Alyssa. Lisa says Ashley and Everett is not written in a corner, unlike Jordan. That's the Y&R Jordan. Just FYI. Johnson says that's the Everett storyline. It's simple. It's simply Jekyll and Hyde. Yes. Well, here's my thing, Danny. You inviting Sonny over. Curtis got shot just because he was in the vicinity of being around Sonny because he's still a target. And Lois is like, yeah, I want you back. I want you at the wedding. I think it'd be really good for you to be at the wedding. I'm like, what? Ron says, Albert, why was Everett being a dick? He doesn't know what is going on now that the full story. Glad Everett checked him saying you're abusing power. I think it was in bad taste, personally. When you don't know the whole story, you shouldn't sit there and really be coming at somebody with all that smoke. I get that limited, but right now he's a target. Dante got shot for doing his job in Sonny's vicinity. Curtis got shot just for being in his vicinity. The last thing that she should be wanting is to have Sonny anywhere near the wedding because let's be honest. Yeah, that's true, limited, but it's still yeah, but that's the thing though, listen, when you don't know the full story, and here's the thing, you know how relationships are, right? If I tell you what happened, you can't just take my word for how a breakup is. You gotta sit to consider my ex-girlfriend and her story. Okay, unlimited. Okay, I'll give you that. But then what about Curtis though? What about Curtis? Curtis is in the area he got shot just because he was near Sonny. And my point is, Sonny isn't there talking about he's already a target. Why are you having this man go to a wedding full of people? Anybody gets hurt because of Sonny, she's gonna sit there and feel and look stupid. That's my whole thing. Yeah, that's the thing, Unlimited. As I see John and Steve know that Constantine killed his wife, so I wonder what else they find out. And I still think there's something more to how his daughter really died. Of course. R.I.P. Taggart. Why do you say that for? Yes, I heard about that, Jonathan. Oh, Monday. Okay. That's I was like, what? Hmm. I don't know. I don't. What makes you think they're retconning it? I mean, they already said that Sonny was the target. Blackman was literally there for Sonny. I don't know. My point is that because he isn't there for Trina on screen. Okay, I was like, bro. I was like, bro. Also, I know that the actor had like health issues and stuff like that. So okay, because yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Like, that, that's why I said too, Alyssa, because I know it's all good. It's all good. I we cleared that up. I we cleared that up. It's all good, Freddie. Um, but yeah, I'm like, I mean, that's all. I'm like, if you don't know the whole story, you don't come at somebody with that level of hostility. That's another thing. I'm surprised that Jada was so like, oh, I'm so glad you defended me because Jada's the type of person that can generally take care of herself. It says initially Anna was thought to be the target, not Sunny. Then they weren't sure. Anna apologized to Curtis. Portia didn't want Anna around Curtis after the shooting. Remember? No, I do. It just, even with that being said, I don't think it's a good idea for Sunny to be at that wedding. Well, no, I'm not saying that she can't. I'm not saying he can't defend Jada, but Jada's the type of person that's like Jada be like, yo, listen, I got this. I don't need you sitting there fighting my battles. Like I understand it's a nice chivalrous thing. I'm just surprised that she wasn't like because Alyssa, you know how some women are. Some. They'd be like, I don't need you to sit there and defend me. I can defend myself. Um, and again, you don't know the full story. I think that's my whole issue. Then he says, I feel like Brooklyn and her mother treated Jason like he's not part of the family. I don't expect him to act polite. I'm just meant to say if we don't know the full story, like I'm not gonna sit there and come at somebody hard body if I don't know everything that wound up happening. Well, Danny, I know, it makes sense because Sonny and Jason aren't close, so that's why she was so hesitant as far as inviting um Jason to. Yeah, Jonathan, he's just under a bridge drinking somewhere. I get that part. And what's good, Laura B? We don't have to continue to discuss it. I get what you're saying, Alyssa. I'm just saying I'm not going to come at somebody hard body if I don't know the whole story. That's all. I'm not just going to sit there. Yes, he's acting weird. We get that. But if I don't know the full story, I'm not going to come out. Because that's the thing. A lot of times in relationships, there's always three sides to a story. De Havlin says, "Hey, Albert and Jake, and everyone have a great weekend." What's good, De Havlin? Now, Ed said Maurice had the actor that played Tagger on his YouTube state of mind, and he's doing good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And Janetta is in the chat. Was good. Good to see you. Lobby says, are we talking about Ava's? I'm assuming betrayal. Yeah, was Nina. Limit says also when Jason wakes up as Jason Morgan, Lois was the first person he liked talking to and possibly trusted. Okay. Sometimes I don't need to see the other side. I'm defending someone, especially if that person had a past and treated my partner like crap. Okay, well that's and okay, that's. I respect your opinion. I'll say that. I respect your opinion. Um, Johnson says, "Do you think Kristen will end up taking over?" I hope so. I really do, Jonathan. I hope so. Because first of all, I was like, EJ, you have no business that you're trying to do both jobs, and you seem like you're kind of doing somewhat of a piss poor job at doing both of them. You know, you probably don't have a lot of time to sit there and run the mirror, and you're sitting there trying to do what you call it. Like, come on, what are you doing? So I hope that she does take over. Daphne says, I wonder what is in game with Sunny. Yeah, I've been wondering that for a hot minute. To be fair, Daphne, I don't even think the writers know. Um, but yeah, I don't even think the writers know. So watch Daily Drama, the latest episode. Yeah, it's so weird. Like I watch they talk a little bit about days of our lives and everything like that. It's I don't know. I don't know what goes on in that channel. Oh, that's his name for I was wondering what that guy's name was. Johnson says, imagine how much drama we can get if Xander takes over Titan and he and EJ go to war. Lemon says, I'm sorry, I meant specifically the podcast with Steven Spinelli. I forgot dude's name. Uh, Brandon Bradford Anderson, I think that's his name, Unlimited. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that confrontation to happen. And Laura B says, off topic, I'm excited that Brock will be on with you, DC and Kyrie. Thank you, Laura B. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun night, Laura B. It's gonna be fun. I just want to keep it on the rocks for a little bit, but I was like, you know what? Let me sit there and make sure I tell people, so this way people can show up. Monique was good. Ah, Lady J. I actually felt myself kind of defending Jocelyn to some extent, and I was like, I know that she's gonna get a kick out of this. Oh, nice. Okay, she was on there. Okay. Just when you're here, you're always on time. It's good to see you. I gotta watch that. I got to watch that. Here's the thing. I understood where Anna was coming from. Anna was like, Dex is a grown man. He can sit there and make his own decisions. But I'm like, Jocelyn's like, if Sonny went out to FBI agent, he would have no problem going at the Dex. And you know that. I get where she's coming from though. Like I like they both make valid points. Because Anna's like, yo, listen, he's a grown man. But Jocelyn knows Sonny has just been, unhinged. And Tony D is in the chat. Nina faced today at the end of GH, you have been played, or is that served as in your divorce papers? Lashanta says, I just watched your your review. Okay, thank you. Just at the end of the day, Dex is a grown man. He can make his own decisions. He knows the risk. If he wants to take it, let him take it. He doesn't need you coming in here so that they're trying to baby him. Davin says, Albert, did Carly sleep with Jason? No. Well, not yet, anyway. When they said Jocelyn treat Dex like a brand new child, she forgot he's grown. Yes, Jess, Sam the Karen. Ona says it's not even that Sonny let Dex live because Carly told him to. It's because of his love for Josh. That's the only reason he's living against his better judgment. Yeah, Jess, that's exactly what they're saying. Like, I get. Justin says, how mad do you think everyone will be at Valentine for having Sonny's mask tampered with? I think in pitchforks and a riot. Hmm. I'm not exactly a fan of that analogy, Alyssa. Why don't we not use that analogy? Lashanta, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that you don't like Nina. Yeah, Jonathan, that's in the previews, yes. I'm very curious about that though, because he didn't talk much about it with Marlena. I mean with Maggie. Tony D said Danny out here trying on Jason's jacket, but don't make me get that damn belt. Listen, just listen. The jacket's kind of badass. Listen, I have a black jacket somewhere because of them. A black leather jacket. Freddie says, Albert, I'm sick of Sam acting all brand new to Jason's calling him dangerous, but she loved that danger for 20 years and made a baby with that dangerous man. So Sam needs to, yes, yes, exactly. Just says, Nina is so delulu. How do you root for her? How do you root for Josh? Let's be honest. Love, how do you root for Josh? And you know Josh has been doing some pretty out of pocket stuff. So how about we answer that question? How do you root for Nina? How do you root for Josh? Your exact words were, um, Jocelyn's getting on my nerves. Yeah. Johnson says Maggie is in danger. Yep, I get that, but Josh. I mean, Jess. Carly was also a mental patient too. Hello, Ferncliff. How many times she should go to Ferncliff? You really want to go there, love? Alyssa, I said that, and Kyrie said the same thing. Lisa said Jason did not want kids because of his lifestyle. Sam kept pushing him for it. Johnson says, "Who do you think will stop Constantine?" Probably Maggie. They're probably going to give it to Maggie. Um, Danny said Josh drives me nuts. She keeps going after Sonny, and also Josh should look at her uncle. He's not good, Jerry. That's a good point. Lisa, you think that Xander will stop Constantine? So spill the issue. So spilled. So prepped. What? Some people forget about Carly's mental health issues. Yeah, Alyssa, I sat there and I was like, yeah, listen, your family is telling you not to trust this guy, and Maggie's like, oh, F them, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm like, okay, so your family known you for years. John and Steve have been your friend for years. And yet you're trusting this total stranger because he was connected with Victor. How many lies did this guy actually have that you caught him lying? But you're still gonna okay. Just says no one brought up Carly except Albert. Yep. And I made a valid point, Jess. Come on, love. Don't act like that. Yeah, Alyssa, he was not. Exactly, Alyssa. A con can spot a con. As that they should bring Jerry Jacks back so Jocelyn could have egg on her face. Jess says, I don't care. Ooh, give me the sass. Okay. Monique says, keeping Danny away from Jason will not work. Out for Sam. He's already proving he don't care what his father is. He said he just wants to be with him. Exactly. Yeah. And again, yep, going to reach her as well. Unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with that version. That's the thing that really sucks, Alyssa. Laura B says, I remember Carly faked it when she shot Tony so she would not go to jail. Was that genius instant that I missed? Was that genuine instance that I missed? Yeah, she shot Tony right in the head. Oh, come on, LaShonda. Nina is she just misunderstood, you know? We're gonna get you right, LaShonda. That is very true, Jonathan. Lisa says Xander will be the head of the family when he finds out that he is Victor's son. Xander has good instincts. He told both Maggie and Sarah he isn't a good man. He warned Alex about Teresa. Exactly. He's gonna feel like a fool. Honey D said it would be funny if we find out Yuri is the head of Pikeman. Oh, Cyrus is the head of Pikeman. Yes. Unlimited said Jerry Jacks is a damn terrorist mercenary. Jacks himself is a corrupt businessman and con artist criminal. But yeah, Uncle Sonny is the mean one. Yeah, that's the thing, Alyssa. When you start writing characters down, when you start downplaying characters like Nina was doing way too much to sit there and try to get back with Sonny. No, here's the thing: no woman should ever sit there and go to that extent what Nina was doing. That is very true. That is very true, Freddie. And I'm like, yo, what is her end game? Well, Nick says I feel that Danny feels if he is like his father, Jason may pay more attention to him. Hmm. Well, I know Jake's been pissing me off, so Lisa says maybe John should have been Jack's recast. You think that would work? Freddie says by the time it's revealed, it wouldn't really matter because it would take so long. That's true. They do have a way of dragging stuff out. Listen, I agree. I love Nina, and she shouldn't go after Sonny like that. He doesn't deserve her. No, but that's exactly, Alyssa. But I'm saying, like in general, no woman should be going that far to be trying to get back with a man. No woman. I don't care if it's Nina, Carly, Sam. No woman. Unlimited says Brenda did more than Nina to get back with Sonny, but people actually loved them together. It was around that time, so I have to take your word for it. Bobby says the look on Nina's face when Sonny came to the hotel and tore into Jason, Carly, and Nina. She was not expecting that. No, she was not. Lashanta says, I would tell me how Jason gets Carly back. Oh, Nina sold it. Nina sold her portion to Jason to try to win Sonny back because she thought that Sonny and Jason was still cool. So she was like, "Hey, listen, if I do this, I can get points. So, Jason, I'll sell you back the hotel, her half." So that's how he got it back. Nina sold it to Jason to try to score points for Sonny, like an idiot. Just as Sonny had to confront Carly and ruin everybody's sit down old man. Oh, exactly. Unlimited says Ava advised Nina to sell her half of the Metroport to Jason because she thought that was scoring points, and it didn't. Lisa says he could have been paired with Nina. He was good to her until now it happened. Who could have been paired? DC. DC Soul Sanctuary is in the chat. I was just telling people about tomorrow. I was just telling people about tomorrow. I was going to keep it for a rest for a while, but I want people to actually know so this way they can come to the live stream tomorrow. Oh, Lashanta says, I'm saying how Jason get Carly to take back. He basically was sitting there saying that because she kept blaming herself. She was like, I foolishly did insider trading. And Jason was like, well, if I was here, would you have made that mistake? And she pretty much was like, no, I wouldn't have done that if you were here. So that's why she took it back. That's why she took the offer from Jason. And DC said, hey, Jess, the real CEO of Bostic Enterprises. That's right. She just lets me come in and water the plants when she's in a good mood. What am I doing? Oh, well, try that. Let's try that again. Johnson says, I'm probably alone in this one, but I would love if Trevor St. John was casted on GH and played Steve Weber. Danny says, I would like to see Robin return and tell her mother to back off and leave Sonny alone. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Well, struck out the damn bottle on camera. I got a little bit too comfortable. That is true. But what is she up to, Alyssa? What is her end game? That's the question. It says Robin wasn't talking crazy about Anna like that. No, Robin wouldn't talk crazy to Anna like that. Yeah, that's true. Big mad because Carly's that girl. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Lashonda. Um, Unlimited says Nina and Ava should have never been friends because of what happened with Avery's birthday. That's true. Deluxe says Ava wants full cussing. Maybe. Just says Anna loses brain cells every time she's on. Damn. Like I said, the Jason analogy just made sense. So that's why she she took it back. Because people were sitting there wondering, well, every other man had been sitting there trying to give Carly that hotel, and she said no to everyone. Now we knew she was going to sit there and say yes to Jason, but I think the question was really how. Johnson says, "Do you think Johnny Snow would end up in the hospital?" I think they may. I think they may end up just not having kids. It's possible. It's possible. I know something's going to end up happening because of Paulina. Just said, why would Anna ask Molly Sonny's? Yeah, that literally made no sense. Just especially because it's conflict of interest. And Molly's like, why don't you get Robert to do it? Well, that'd be conflict of interest. Okay. Well, you think Molly prosecuting Sonny wouldn't be conflict of interest? Like, come on. Like, oh, I can't have Robert do it. It'll be conflict of interest. What the Miller says, I think part of it was that Jason didn't give her the option you not take it. Hmm. And it says Anna wouldn't look stupid if she goes after Sonny professionally, then saying I was wrong about Sonny. LOL, you're decades late. Johnson says Johnny and Chanel will be mutants and join the X. Um, Lux said Carly would have definitely done the inside trading if Jason was there. She doesn't listen and he's always bails her out. Freddie says good luck, and that's true. That is true also, Davlin. Where is Ned at? He's been in missing action for too long. Freddie says good luck supporting your little girl Nina Nation, your little Nina Nation, your girl looking stupid and got played. I can't sit there and lie about that. But Nina Nation is strong. Okay, we get more people every day. We're gonna get you on board, Freddie. We're gonna get Jess on board. We're gonna get LaShanta on board. We're gonna get y'all on board. We're gonna get y'all right. Listen, Jess, you gonna get converted. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Alyssa. That's right. That's right, baby girl. Nina Nation is taking over. And actually, no, Lobby, He's not on days. He's not on days right now. Exactly, Ed. He's not on either one of them. He's not on either one of them, Ed. Johnson says, "Do you think we'll find who shot Austin, the forgotten quartermain, eventually?" It's like I think it's better than trying to wait for who took out is Everett Spears still alive? I mean Everett what's that guy's name? Everett something? Now what okay, now listen, why do you say what example did she do that made her a Karen? That's what I want to know. Oh, Evan Fierce, thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. Lashanta said never. Never say never, Lashanta. Donai says Ned is busy in Salem getting people convicted for crimes. Nice, Dolly, nice. Monique says no one speaks Carly except Jason. That's exactly what I said in my review. Yeah, he is a pretty bad lawyer. And it's Everett Fears. Thank you. Evan Fears. Thank you, Jonathan. Justin, what's good? What is good, my friend? Well, no, I'm just curious because you said that the actress is a Karen, so I'm like, what did she do that made her a Karen? I said the same thing, Monique. I'm like, yo, listen, when somebody comes in that's worse than Sunny and they kidnap Robin or somebody, it's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be a wrap. She's gonna go to Sunny because that's what happens. Everyone sits there and says Sunny is this and Sunny is that until they need Sunny, and then what? Johnson said the day Jan pushed Everett into the river was the day they announced Days was going to peak. Oh. And he says, Albert, have you ever watched? Yes, I did. I used to love that show, Danny. I watched both seasons. Justin got Xander out of jail. Lord be the Night Shift was a good show. Alicia, both just got one thing to say. Ava and Nina, done. Oh yeah, no, their friendship is a wrap. That friendship was a wrap. I mean, how they got to be friends in the first place. Well, to be fair, Unlimited, Cindy Watchers did a really good job as Annie Dutton. Annie Dutton was that chick. Like you think that Nina was something, Annie Dutton was on a whole nother level. Where he says you know we gotta support our girl Carly. Dolomec says Justin got Xander out of jail because even a broke clock. Yo, no, she doesn't, Jonathan. It's up to Curtis. Dolomedic said Justin got Xana out of jail because even a broken clock is right twice a day. Yes. No, Lemon says, what does that have to do with anything? I'm saying Cindy watches a great actress and I'm a fan of Nina. No, no, it doesn't have anything to do. I was just saying. No, I do think that Laura Wright is a good actress. Laura B says, how did Ava and Nina become friends? I think I wasn't watching at the time. I think she just forgave her for stealing the baby because she didn't want to hold on to that negative energy. So, because a lot of times, Laura B, you'll forgive somebody not necessarily because you want to forgive them, but because you want to sit there and let go of that negative energy. I'm not really too clear on how that works because I'm not really big on forgiveness like that, but it's more about just letting go of that resentment. LaShanta says Brooke needs to have several seats. She blamed Tom for sleeping with Carolyn. Alicia says actually a broken clock is only right once a day. I was always wondering about that. And says I wonder if Dave's ever going to continue Jen and Orpheus' son that she passed off as Sean's. Yeah, I'm wondering about that too. Like, like Jonathan said, the last time that we saw Everett off that boat and everything. Okay, so I'll let's just say, yeah, Laura Wright is a great actress, but isn't a great as Carly, isn't that great as Carly, in my opinion. Okay, well that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I just want to clarify that comment. That's all. Only this is not they had a common enemy, Carly. Johnson says, "Do you think Nina stealing Avery's baby will be brung up in their conversation?" I would not put it past. I would not put it past that. I would not put it past that. But I don't think it'll be a reason though. Well, no, unlimited. That's why there was a laughing emoji there. That's why she put it as a laughing emoji at the end. At least I was always wondering if they was actually going to do another Beyond Salem series. Gomex is actually a broken clock is right twice a day. You may be thinking of a digital clock, but there is an AM and PM, so 1 o'clock and so on. I am so lost with that. Monique said Danny sneaking in Jason's room, trying on the famous leather jacket, and of course Sam blames Jason. Yeah, why not? She's been on that Karen energy for a hot minute. DC says I hope they do another Beyond Salem. Honestly, yeah, I love the first and the second season. It didn't connect that much with the regular show, but um I still liked it. They brought us some new characters. There was some good stuff that was going on. Yeah, and Beyond Salem was good. I mean, we know that it pretty much was just a testing ground to get people to see how many people was going to pay for Peacock. And let's just be honest. But they did their thing. Um, that's true, Danny. I think he was. Domer says, I mean, times like 1 o'clock happens twice a day. For example, if it's stuck on 1 o'clock, it's right for 1 a.m. and p.m. Okay. All right, okay. Well, then that I understand. All right, then that makes sense. Thank you, Dolomitics. Freddie says, and idiotic self blamed Carly for Now's death. Carly tried to save her. Yeah, I mean that was straight up stupid. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. There's no other way to sit and put it. That was just stupid. But also, Nell was a very one-dimensional character, though. Too. Yeah, Jake. At least he was actually nice to Finn. I give him that. He was nice to Finn. He wasn't really talkative towards Gregory, who was dying of ALS, but he was nice to Finn. So I'm like, okay. I guess at this point, I'll take that version of Jake. Like I said, Danny's a real one. Danny's a real one. Jake can sit there and just kind of, yeah. I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, everyone has their. You know what? Here's the thing. I would sit there and say, now my favorite is Laura Ray, but I think we could all agree on which one was the worst. Which one was the worst, Carly? Hey, Chad. Which one was the worst, Carly? Lisa said there was a fourth Carly. That's what I said. Which one was the worst, Carly? Lisa and Chad. DC says so. Honestly, none of these souls besides YNR have caught my attention this week. Okay. There we go. There we go. The worst Carly. There we go. Exactly, DC. She who must not be named. There we go. There we go, Alyssa. There we go, Dolomedics. Yeah, but she was still there, so she still counts. She still counts unlimited, unfortunately. I wonder what that chick is actually doing now. Yep, Jess. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Um, what is her end game? Because she's not sitting there telling people, but she wasn't blank the way people made it seem. Okay. Lobby says poor. I mean, That's the thing. DC says, and Jennifer might have been an amazing actress, just not the role for Carly. Exactly. Lisa says, I guess that's why they did not bring her on. Remember, Sunny? Yes, I remember that, Lisa. Yeah, they had all the different Carlys come on. Yes, I remember that. And she was not there for a reason. ZK, TB is my favorite Carly. Was good, ZK. DC says, like, Emily O'Brien is a great actress, but terrible as Teresa. Yes. Dominic says, if you say her name 3 times, the mirror should show up and ruin your favorite soap opera. She's like Bloody Mary. Damn. I mean, it was, you know, she kind of was. She kind of was memorable. DC. She was memorable in the fact that she was the worst version. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. DC. She actually kind of was. Yep. Jennifer B. But see, that's exactly, Moni. But see, that's the thing, though, Lashanta and Alyssa. Everyone has their favorite Carlys that they like and they dislike, and you can all have your reasons for that, and it's fine as long as it's done in a respectful way where it's not coming across as antagonistic towards each other. I like Laura Wright. That's my opinion, and I'm gonna sit there and stand by it. But I like the other Carlys too, except for Jennifer Big. Oh, she isn't acting anymore. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I get it. Sometimes that acting life isn't for everyone long term. So, oh, she was actually on Long Way to Live. I didn't know that, Dolomitics. Oh, and Lisa says in the original Michael, I couldn't see as current Michael. You mean Drew? You mean what was this? What was this guy name? What's the second? What was the second Michael name? Drew something, right? Lemon says that's what I mean. The hate she received forced her out of the business. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. Drew Garrett. Elisa, I still think Ava now has feelings for Sunny, but I don't get the dance with the mental illness. Yeah. Freddie says, I it feels like they're more than Ava just finding out Sunny's doses of meds isn't right. There got to be more to the story. Maybe she wants to make him look unfit so she can take Avery. See, that's another potential storyline. Yes, that's another one. You're absolutely right, Freddie. That could be it as well. Yeah. Well, obviously she after something. That's we just don't know what it is. Now, Unlimited says, I want to know what happened to Drew Garrett. That's a soap opera behind the scenes story. Yes. Yeah, I'm very curious about that too, Unlimited. And yeah, no, I like her. Um, but I get it though. Some people don't like. Some people like Tamara, and that's fine as well. Um, and see, here's the thing though, Unlimited. There's some people yeah, I can understand that because some people generally were just disrespectful as hell, and that's unfortunate that she wound up leaving because of that. I don't know what to sit there and say about that though. I mean, if it wasn't good for her mental health, then I totally understand that. You know, That's the thing, though. Sometimes you got to have a certain level of, you have to have a certain level of thick skin, you know, because every person, every actor, every content creator is going to get a certain level of hate. So it sucks that she left, but you got to sit there and ask, was she really built for that? One that says it's not a matter of who you like, but you should be able to admit when the actress is great beyond your opinion. How? That's what I don't understand. Unless it says it's not a matter of who you like, but you should be able to admit when an actress is great beyond your opinion. But if my opinion is that I don't think the actress is good, then that's my opinion. So I'm not really understanding that. I'm not trying to be a smartass. I'm just not really understanding that. I mean, your opinion is your opinion. Your opinion isn't fact. It's just literally your opinion. Lisa says I like Laura and Gun Light. Didn't their storyline during the last year? Oh, didn't like their storyline during the last year. I mean, that's the thing. My opinion isn't an opinion. It's not a fact. It's just an opinion. Now, Eliminator says absolutely. I think it's important to remember we are human beings, are still adjusting to social media and its impactful. So we should practice empathy. Oh no, on that level, yes, yes, no, no, on that level, I agree. I think yes, beat that like button's ass, people. As Unlimited says, smash the like button. Yes, no, that I totally agree with. People do get out of pocket, and there's a difference between constructive criticism and people just being nasty on the internet. Have a night, Laura B. Thank you, and yes, make sure, as Laura B says, hit that like button. We're gonna sit there and check. Thank you, Laura B. It was really great to see you. Owner says I can see I don't like the character while acknowledging the actor is talented despite how I feel about it. No, that's true. That's yeah, that's definitely different, yes. That I can agree with. But I'm just saying in general though, there's a fine line between constructive criticism. I was saying I can see the version of my favorite, but also acknowledging that the character and actor is great. Yes, that's true. Oh, cool. Okay, we got 40 likes, we got 34 people in the chat. So I think we're actually doing pretty good so far. Now, police said, first of all, that the police department doesn't dictate what DA should be on the case, but Molly has a big conflict. I'm so done with Anna. Yes. You know, Alicia, it's funny too, because as I was watching that scene, I thought about you because I know that you're in the law field. So I was like, yeah, I'm very curious about your take on that particular scene. But you know, there's a different. That's the thing, Eliminated. There's a difference between constructive criticism and pure blown hate. There's a difference. Um, so it's just one of those things, you know, just one of those things. But Shanta says Sam needs to have a seat, have several seats. Dan needs hard headed. Okay, I'm missing something. What the? That's a good question, Lisa. She gonna have yeah, she gonna look hella embarrassed. Unlimited says, I don't think some of the actors are great, but I don't feel the need to say it all the time because given time, people can improve. Mm. And Ed says this is why Mac was the best commissioner. Mm. Now, Luna says you have to give someone an opportunity before provide criticism, providing constructive criticism or otherwise. I don't know. I got constructive criticism during my time on YouTube, and that actually did help me out. That's actually helped me out, you know? I mean, I've always liked some of the stuff that people said, but I did try to listen and try to improve. So, I don't know. Freddie says, I don't know if Ava is trying to make Sunny unfit to get Avery all for herself. Maybe or maybe not, but I wouldn't put it past her. She did switch more against medicine, so I wouldn't put, yeah, that's true. That's true. No, that's what I'm saying, Freddie. We don't know what her full end game is. No, I know what I know what you're saying, Element. I get you. And Lashanta said, nobody apologized for blaming Jason for shooting yeah for shooting Dante. Exactly, very true. And have a good night, Lashanta. Thank you. Unlimited says you can always improve, and you should be open to improving and receiving measured advice. Hmm. I gotta think about that one. You're not wrong, but I kind of have some gonna have some stuff about that. Unlimited says people are already criticizing the new GH writers. They are still in transition period. Okay. Alyssa, I think they should recast RJ if they still want him with Luna because the current one has no chemistry with anyone on the show. And yeah, somebody else. Lisa says you have a point. When did Olivia apologize to Carly about Jason? Yeah, because they were too busy there dancing and shaking around because, Carly got her half the Metro card. What says, I'm not saying you have to listen to anyone and everyone give advice. Alicia says to remember Mac being the commish. Yeah, but and that's the thing with Cody. Cody's storyline is on stall right now, and it's understandable. But what are you gonna do about that? That's my whole thing. What are you gonna do about that? Freddie says, hopefully it's something good. Whatever Ava's up to, I better hope it's not disappointment. Hope it's not other, but time will tell, though. Then he says, but there was four Carly versions. I think there was an actress. I forgot her name. She came before and got her position. Yeah, I think maybe it might have been Jennifer B something. Unlimited says my point is people are criticizing something that hasn't really started yet. The new writers aren't even working with their own material. Okay. I get what you're saying. I mean, I think people are still gonna sit there and have their opinions. I know I'm gonna have my opinions, but that's a good point. Yeah, no, that's what's I get what you're saying. You have a fair point. Okay. As said, Lois also wants Jason to be at the wedding. We don't need Jason or Sunny there. We damn sure don't need Sunny there because Sunny is literally a walking target. And apparently Lois just forgot about that. Lisa said, I thought something was going to happen between Olivia and Cody. Really? Because Cody is like Olivia's is Dante's childhood friend. So Alicia says, aside from Sunny, the writers have really trashed Laura, right? I mean, Laura's characters. She's like the town plucking hen. They have not done Laura any favors. I wasn't doing Laura any favors before. Danny said, "Oh yeah, of course, Danny. My whole thing is that as long as we can be respectful and not trash each other for liking or disliking a certain character, I think that's fine. You know, that's the thing. You can have your opinions. I can like my Carly, you can have your Carly, whatever. As long as we're not trashing each other for it, we're good. So that's how I look at that. You know, gotta be adults, Danny. Gotta be adults. I mean, we can still have fun, but we gotta be respectful. You know, that's how I'm choosing to look at this whole thing, this whole genre. Alicia says, Alicia almost stopped watching GH because of how they're destroying Sunny. Yeah, I noticed you was watching Days of Our Lives, which is really cool because I feel like I'm gonna start doing more reviews on that. Days was getting way more numbers than GH. So Freddie says nothing's wrong with having opinions as long as nobody doesn't attack people personally. That's on. Well, of course, Freddie. We're not doing that anymore. We're not going back to that. I will shut that ish down in a heartbeat. This is fun. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time doing it. Days may go back on TV. Definitely no. Cyrus is out of jail. He is out of jail. I don't know what they're doing with his character at this point, though, Devlin. Alyssa Days may go back on TV having those ratings. Lisa says Steve said in his podcast that something are excited about the script. Oh, that's good. Freddie says, "Hell no, it's exactly no, yeah, that's what I said, Freddie. We're not going back to that." Lisa again, I tune in for the jokes. Yes, yeah. Let's like I'm liking Days. It's. No, Freddie, we're not doing that. The fact that I let it get that far was always a problem, but I know I was still learning when I was doing this whole streaming thing. So I'm trying not to be too harsh on myself. But yeah, no, Freddie, we're gonna have a good time. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. So yes, like I said, tomorrow is gonna be me, DC, Kyrie's Clark, and Brock TV. We're gonna sit there and be talking about the shows, the soaps, and everything in between. Alyssa said Friday nights be off the chain in these chats. Yeah, Alyssa. I mean, you remember how it used to be kind of crazy. Um, me and you used to be going back and forth, but at the end of the day, Alyssa, you're still my girl. Um, Alicia said, "AB, keep doing the days review." I do, I do. I honestly tell you the truth, Alicia. I like days better than I like being big. I just wish more people would watch the days reviews because I generally like talking about them. But you damn right you are, Alyssa. You damn right. And all reality, in all reality, Alyssa, I shouldn't have had it go as far as I did. So Lisa says B&B is getting a little bit better. I noticed they need more characters. They need to rotate their stuff. What's good, Samuel? It's good, Big Samuel. Yeah, Jay Blue, we just about to sit there and wrap up in a little bit. But yeah. Freddie said you shouldn't, Albert. You're only one person, so that can be a lot, but I gotta give it you. Gotta give it to you, handle it like a champ, and you're doing your best. Thank you. Thank you, Freddie. No, I appreciate that. No, I'm always gonna sit there and try to do better and improve. So I appreciate you noticing that, Freddie. Thank you. And thank you to Havlin. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Alicia, thank you for joining. Eagle Fang, Sonny really is in the dark side now. He wants to take everybody out. And of course, Carly needs a man to get her hotel back. Yes, we were just talking about that, Eagle Fang. Yes, I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Jonathan, I heard that it's only going to be a half an hour. Samuel says B&B needs to fire the guy that plays RJ. Wow. Unlimited says, Abby, improved since you never improved since I started following you. Is this constructive or hating? I don't know. I have to think about that. Elisa says, I think why not B&B bold and days are watchable even on their boring days. Have a good night, Freddie. Thank you for joining. But I'm saying, like, what's your point, Unlimited? And have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Jay Blue says, I was okay. Carly turned down Sonny and Michael when they offered to buy her half the hotel, but she folded quick. Yeah, that's what I said, Jay Blue. It's like, you got to know how to speak Carly language. You got to know how to speak Carly language. Yeah, Jay Blue. We were talking about that stupidness. Now, Ed says days do better with ratings because they do a good job rotating the characters. They have a good number of characters. GH has too many, and I think there's a problem with their storytelling. Yeah, that's true, Ed. I mean, a lot of reviewers have always said that GH does have a bloated cast. And Days have almost the same amount of people, but they rotated better. That's why I always sat there and gave Days his props over GH until recently because, they go a little downhill. Um, yeah, and they need to do a better job. That's one of the few things I've always given Days more props than GH. Lisa says to be fair, Jason brought the hotel so she couldn't turn it down. Michael and Sonny asked Carly. I mean, his thing, Lisa. She still could have turned it down. It's just it's the words that he said to her that made her change her mind, and it was coming from him, which is why Drew got out of that relationship. I don't think so, Jonathan. I think she's going to give him a warning because let's be honest. I guess you can sit there and get somebody else, but like I think it's 6 months ahead. I think it's 6 months unlimited. I could be wrong, but I think it's 6 months. And that's another thing, Melissa. Yeah, she shouldn't have. She should have never fired Melinda. She should have never fired Melinda. She did that out of personal reasons. But Abe, yeah, I mean, Abe does need a job, so she would have taken it. She would have said she would pay them back. Hmm, I don't know. I mean, she didn't take it though, Lisa. That's the thing. Yeah, I still think it's out of pocket the way that some people are acting towards him now, to be honest. And in all fairness, Laura should have never really been that nice to him and been hanging out with him when she was the mayor. She will learn as soon as she finds out how crooked AJ is. Yep, I agree, Alyssa. Ed says he was police commissioner for years ago. Okay, so then yeah, have him do that. I mean, like I said, he's not doing anything right now. Jay Blue says, "Why is?" I mean, yeah, if they do bring her back, Jonathan, then yes. Yeah, that's true. Jay Blue says, "Why is Anna yelling at Molly and not listening to her about her concerns for her sister's baby? This is frustrating." Well, it's not even so much about the sisters. It's not even so much about her sister's baby. It's just about the fact that it's a conflict of interest, and she knows it's a conflict of interest, but she's telling her to do it anyway. And I'm like, you have three other people that you could sit there. Like it doesn't make sense. Unlimited said Laura and Sunny share Spencer have mob ties. I get that, but again, she shouldn't have been that close to Sunny though. Sunny is literally coming in her office. Even Sunny was like, "Yo, you sure I should be hanging out with you? You sure I should be seen with you?" She was like, "No, it's fine. We're friends." Now she's all like, "Oh, well, Sunny has done bad stuff, and I don't want to turn a blind eye." I'm like, Laura, you have been turning a blind eye towards stuff for a hot minute that has been out of pocket with Heather, with Sunny, with Esme. I mean, seriously, the list goes on. So, yeah, Dr. Finn. You think so, Limited? Hmm. Yeah, I remember you saying something like that in your review, Danny, as far as Lucky coming back. and that you would want it to be Johnson Jackson or Jacob Young. Unlimited says, well, with Esme, she jammed her up. She didn't need to confess to that lame crime. What lame crime? What was the lame crime that you think that Esme committed? Very curious about that one. Samuel says, if you really know the history of Sonny and Laura, Laura really never liked Sonny, so the new writers are actually trying to correct where the old writers went wrong. Okay. I'm just into saying, you said something earlier. You said that, well, with Esme, she jammed her up. She didn't really need to confess to that link. That's not that's not true. Maybe she didn't like him back in the day. Okay. Yeah, with the black jacket, Jay Blue, rocking the black jacket just like his dad. Um, oh, that. Yeah, that was stupid. In all reality, the way that Laura was moving with Esme was just dumb. Like it was just dumb for me. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah, I remember that. That lane crime. Okay, but yeah, it was just dumb. It was just dumb. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Yeah, that was stupid. And then she got all upset. Yeah, I couldn't take her out this. I couldn't take her seriously out there, Alyssa. She, like I said, for me, they've been messing up on her character. If we're gonna be honest, if we're gonna sit there and keep it real, I don't know. They shouldn't just chilled on that. They should just chilled on that. Jay Busa, yeah, I agree with what Laura was doing with Esme. I wouldn't blame her for making Esme go over the edge. Now, Alyssa said Laura forgives Cyrus, and Heather, yet she can't forgive Sunny. Yeah, in all reality, she shouldn't be forgiving any of them. But, like, here we are. Here we are. Yeah, there's been a lot of that going around. Alyssa, I mean, I go back to Sean Butler. He brought him back in, and they wasted him. They wasted his character. I mean, how you talk about Sean Butler is like, oh, you mean during the Balkan storyline? Like, yeah, no, I mean, when he came back and he was the publisher of a magazine or a magazine or whatever, or a newspaper, whatever it was, like, they definitely, yeah, they did. They wasted him. People were so excited when they saw him come back, like, oh, he's coming back, and I'm like, if they ever decide to go that way, Jay Blue, I think they're gonna sit there and keep with this whole redemption thing, which is, uh, I can't, I can't. But he didn't catch any buys. Yeah, when I wasn't watching it, that's exactly what happening. Johnson says, "What do you think Ava would do about the Clyde situation? Kill him, because that's the only way out. That's the only way out. Put him in jail is not going to do anything. He's just going to sit there and blackmail her again." Samuel says, "Well, the last writer wrote Laura stupid, and now the new writers are trying to fix her. I think Laura is going to make Cyrus pay everything, but she has to use one to get the other." Hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing, Alyssa. Oh, I want to sit there and get justice for my brother. I was like, you mean a brother that put your daughter in a coma? Really? That brother? Uh, as says Molly should report Anna to lawyer. Oh, to Laura. What is that gonna do? I don't have a lot of faith in Laura at this point. So, but listen, I'm gonna sit there and end the stream right here. I do have to wake up somewhat early. I want to sit there and try to do a day stream, morning stream before the night stream at 7:30. So, plus I got a couple of things to take care of before I go to sleep tonight. So I want to kind of get that done as well. But yes, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you for your presence. Really always appreciate seeing you. Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good night, Lisa. Have a good night, Gloria. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Jay Blue. Have a good night, Unlimited. Have a good night, Jonathan. Jonathan says, join us next time for another This No Choke with Soap Chat with our Bostic. Thank you, my guy. I appreciate you. Have a good night, Blackmon. Thank you. Have a good night, Lisa. Have a good night, Anjanetta. Have a good night at the bank. Thank you. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Yes, Unlimited, like Unlimited says, smash the like button on your way out. I appreciate you, my G. Thank you so much. Always great to see you, Unlimited. Have a good night, Tracy Steves. It is always a pleasure to see you. And Johnson says, "Good night, everyone," and hit the like button. Yes, because I think we got two new people in here tonight, so it really does actually help. Thank you, Jonathan. Always appreciate you. When I actually started putting out some mods, I'm definitely gonna sit there and put you as a mod. Things have been kind of chill right now, but I know eventually I'm gonna need a mod, so yes, you're definitely gonna be on that list. I always appreciate just having you in the chat anyway, so that would definitely help me out. But also I gotta figure out how to do that too. I know there's a way to do that, so I gotta figure that out when I do start modding people. No, I got you. I got you. Trust me. You will definitely be one of them. Well, I should tell you, Limit. I appreciate your support because even though you don't always, even though if we disagree to agree, you're respectful. And I appreciate that alone. That goes a long way. Trust me, that helps me out. So thank you, Limited. And have a good night, Tracy. Have a good night, um, Ice Cream, Eagle Fang. Have a good night, Samuel. Have a good night, Big Nate. And anybody who I forgot, you know who you are. Have a great weekend. I will see y'all tomorrow. Like I said, it's going to be the big collab on Kyrie's, DC, me, and Brock TV. We're going to be sitting doing a live stream at 7:30 Eastern. I will post it a few minutes before I go on, so this way people will know. So definitely check the community tab. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe, and I appreciate y'all. And I will see you in the next live stream. Later.